great guy. But that would never be the experience, right? So you lose that feeling of feeling great. Therefore what? Therefore the way God created the world was that He wanted to give us the ultimate pleasure, but to get it, He couldn't give it to us just throwing it at us. He has to put us into this complicated world that we can earn it and then receive that pleasure. Let me give you an example here in a second. Show me this Hebrew letters. Does everyone know what is this letter in Hebrew? What's that? Gimel. That's right. And what letter is this? Dalet, right? Right? That's where the Hebrew alphabet starts. Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, right? So the sages tell us, look at the Gimel. The Gimel's an interesting character. The Gimel, in Hebrew, word Gomel, any Israelis here? You guys? What's a Gomel?
It's like you give.
To give.
Until you.
The word Gimel, to be Gomel, means to give. That's what it means. The literal translation of the word Gimel is to be a giver. And that's why the Talmud says the leg of the Gimel is running to this guy. Who's this guy? What letter is that? Dalet. What does Dalut mean?
Like poor guy.
Poor. Dalet means poor. Isn't that amazing? The Gimel is a giver. He runs to the Dalet. He wants to give the poor person. But what the poor person does is, the Talmud says, he turns his back. See? He turns his head to the giver. Why? Because he's embarrassed. The giver is running to give. But the taker, the poor man, is embarrassed. He can't face him. He gives his back to him. And that's why in Jewish law, what do you think the greatest charity you can give is? Anonymous. Why is Anonymous so good? Because he's not getting embarrassed. He's not getting embarrassed. You're not feeling, it's better, you don't know who you're giving it to, because then you don't feel great, oh, I gave him. So you don't know, he doesn't know that's a very, very high level. But it's an even higher level. What the higher level is?
Giving a job.
Giving a job. Giving a job. Giving a loan. Why? Because when you give a job or a loan, what happens is, you in the end have given me the ability, but I did it myself. So you gave me this loan now, at the end of the year, Adam, I gave you the 10 million, you come back and you say, listen, thank you very much, Rabbi. Give the 10 million back. I made 20 million. I made that. You saved your face. You did it yourself. I may have started you off, but you did it. I gave someone a job. They know that I started them, but they earned it themselves. That's the greatest form of giving. Is when you save face for the person because he's earned it themselves. And that's why it's amazing. The word Gimel, this word Gimel, I'm writing in Hebrew for you, it's Gimel. Also has two other meanings. One meaning is lihigamel. Lihigamel means to wean a baby. What is the world's the connection between weaning a baby and the giving of the gimel? Someone help me out with that?
You're giving the baby their introduction to life. You're starting them off.
They're independent.
They're independent. You're starting them and then you give them the independence. Exactly. What you're doing is, you're starting them, but the problem is, when the mother wants to nurse when the kid is 25 years old, it's a problem, right? When the mother comes, when the kid's getting married and says, honey, you need to wear a sweater, it's cold at your wedding, it's a problem. It's a problem. That's not good anymore, right? The mother's got a certain point, let the kid become independent, let him walk on his own. That's ultimate giving independence. Here's another one. The other meaning of the word gimel in Hebrew is Gimel Mem Lamed. It also means gamal. You know what gamal means? You know what gamal means?
Camel.
A camel. Why in the world would a camel be representative of giving? Do I know why? He moves one as another. What's unique about a camel? He holds water. A camel can store up and walk for a month by himself in the desert. He's the epitome of the independence. Okay? Because you give him the water, but he can go now. So what happens is, the ultimate giving you can do for a person is that you give to them, but then they earn it themselves. And that's why God had to create the world. He had to put us in a situation where we weren't just takers, we were given life, put into this world, but now we're the ones who choose how to live. That's the situation. Okay? Does that make sense? Does everyone understand that? Is that okay? Yes? No? Maybe?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Now, let's take one more step back. This question Judy asked before. What would be the ultimate pleasure then? What does God want from us? What would be the ultimate pleasure? Let me ask a question here. We were talking before about Israel. Who's been to Israel? Let me get a show of hands. Tell me, people who have been there, was the experience that you had, you went to the Western Wall, how was that experience? Life-changing? Yeah. I want you to imagine, take that experience for a moment, and I want you to multiply it times 100. How would that feel now? Now multiply times 1,000. How would that be?
Like the 10.
Now multiply it times a million. The last one, multiply it times infinity. How would that make you feel? Unbelievable. A little snapshot. But the ultimate experience is for us to become God-like, to have experienced infinite, experience in God. I can't say it any other faster way. It's hard to imagine. We don't understand what it is. You know, in Judaism, we don't talk about the world to come so much because the more you talk about it, the more physical you imagine it. I say, well, the world to come is great. It's like the greatest ice cream in the world. Yeah, you know, you're going to keep making a physical terminology. But imagine for a moment, a transcendental moment you had. Imagine experiencing it. Wow. That would be amazing. How do you do that? Do you know how you do it? You are put in this world where you choose to become godlike or the opposite. And if you choose to be the opposite, you become desensitized. If you choose to become godlike, you experience eternity. Let me give you an example. What happens when you meet somebody? What's the first thing you do when you meet someone? So I meet someone. I meet Shell. What's the first thing I say to you?
I say hello and introduce myself.
And then I say, how you doing? What's your name? What's my name? What's the next thing you do? Man, what's the next thing you do? We'll get there eventually.
Where do you live?
Where do you live? Oh, so I live in Ohio. What do you say now?
No, I used to live.
Oh, I used to live in Ohio. I knew that already. Sounds like prop here. You live in Ohio? Really? Where'd you live in Ohio?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Me too.
Small world.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, what